Please, Prince Cheta, please sell me your land. I would be willing to pay any amount for it. Just name your price and you shall have it. I want to donate this land to the Buddha. There is no other land that is more suitable for this purpose. Prince Cheta thought that if he set a ridiculously outrageous price, Anathapindika would be discouraged and leave him alone. So the prince said, "Fine, I will sell it to you if you can cover every part of it in gold coins." Satu, we have a deal. Thank you for selling me your land. I will get to work filling the land with gold coins. Wait, you're serious? You still want to buy it at that price? Yes, my lord. We have a deal. Thank you so much. Anathapindika began getting his workers to start filling the garden with gold coins. He oversaw the process himself. As Prince Cheta watched, he was impressed by the merchant's tenacity and determination. At many points, the merchant seemed to run out of money, but each time he just had his servants go home and sell his belongings, such as his furniture and expensive personal items. Anathapindika was willing to go any length to buy this land for the Buddha. This was in great contrast to Prince Cheta, a pleasure seeker who was selfish and lazy. But the prince was inspired by Anathapindika and resolved to be more like him. Anathapindika, please stop filling the land with your gold. I can see that you're having trouble and running out of gold. I am inspired and moved by your intentions and dedication. If you will allow it, I will personally donate the rest of the land that is not covered by gold. That is truly blessed and amazing, kind prince. You were already kind enough to allow me to purchase the land. Now you are contributing to the offering for a Buddha. I anumotana, rejoice at your good intentions and actions. If you will allow me, I wish to name the temple Jetavana in your honor. Anathapindika, you are too humble and kind. You give me too much credit, but I will accept your request. Satu, anumotana with you also. After the land was purchased, Anathapindika began work on building temple buildings. The work did not take long, and soon it was finished. The temple consisted of chanting halls, alms halls, a kitchen, monks' quarters, hospital zones, and much more. When all was ready, Anathapindika sent messengers to formally invite the Buddha to come stay at the temple. The Lord Buddha traveled to Savatthi with many monks. The villagers who came to see the Lord Buddha were awestruck by his grace and radiance. Once the Buddha arrived, Anathapindika formally offered the temple to the Buddha, thereby relinquishing all ownership. I, Anathapindika, donate the Jetavana Temple and all things contained within to the Buddha and the bhikkhus who travel from all directions. May this temple serve as a vessel for the expansion and growth of the Buddha's Dhamma, and may this help many people see the truth of the Dhamma for themselves. I dedicate this merit to my future karma and share it with my family, loved ones, and all that care to rejoice, spirits and humans alike. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. Not too long after, Anathapindika's accountants informed him that he was running dangerously low on money. His debtors had chosen to not repay their loans, and Anathapindika had not been earning money by traveling and trading. However, Anathapindika said, "Money and things were not with us when we were born. They will not come with us after death. They can only be relied on temporarily while we are alive. Good deeds and bad deeds, our karma, are the only things we will take with us after death. I will focus my life on that, not on amassing wealth." Anathapindika dedicated himself to offering alms to the Buddha and all his monks every day with his own hands. One day, the Buddha asked him, "Anathapindika, are you still giving alms every day?" "Yes, my lord. I am very lucky to be able to do so. It fills me with joy." On another day, the Buddha asked him, "Anathapindika, are you still giving alms every day?" "Yes, my lord. However, the quality of my meals has fallen. The rice is no longer whole grain. It is broken rice. The soup is no longer fancy, but rather, it is just simple pickle brine." Anathapindika, do not think like that. In the past, there was a very rich man, much richer than you can imagine, who wanted to make a great dana, a great giving. He owned multiple elephants, horses, and other animals. He had numerous chests filled with gold, silver, and choice linens and cloth. However, his dana yielded no great result. Why not? Well, there were no enlightened beings in the world at that time. Therefore, there was no one worthy to receive his dana. Even if he had given to thousands of people, his resulting merit would pale in comparison to what he would have received if he had given to just a single person who achieved stream entry, a sotapanna. But had he given to 100 sotapannas, that would still yield less merit than if he had given to only one sakadagami, a once-returner. But had he given to 100 sakadagamis, that would still result in less merit than if he had given to one anagami, a non-returner. But had he given to 100 anagamis, that would still provide less merit than if he had given to just a single arahanta, one who was fully enlightened. But had he given to 100 arahantas, that would still yield less merit than if he had given to only one Pancheka Buddha, a self-awakened but non-teaching arahant. But giving to a Pancheka Buddha yields less merit than giving to a Sammasambuddha, a self-awakened and teaching arahant. In addition, giving alms to the Buddha creates still less merit than giving alms to the Buddha and his retinue of enlightened Sangha. And even further still, giving alms to a Buddha and his Sangha is still less merit than building a temple and offering it to the Buddha. However, all these merits are external merits. They are done by giving to others. These merits pale in comparison to merits received through internal practice and contemplation. If one were to place their faith in the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, they would receive more merit than building many temples for the Buddha. If that same person were to dedicate themselves to not breaking the 5 precepts and doing no evil, they would receive even more merit. If that same person were to experience true metta, compassion, sympathy, empathy, and understanding for any being in the cosmos, they would receive even more merit. However, the highest merit one can cultivate in any life is to see the truth of impermanence, even for an instant. At this, all of Anathapindika's sadness and doubt immediately disappeared, and instead, he was overwhelmed by joy and exuberance at his luck. Not only had he done all the highest worldly merits possible, he also achieved the highest personal merit. What did you learn from this story? We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads.